Hi Yogis, many of us are familiar with sun salutation flow. So this week I'm here to present a video about the less well-known counterpart of the sun salutation, that is going to be our moon salutation, also called as Chandra Namaskar. So as sun salutation is very nice to do in the morning to awaken your body, create the energy. Like that, moon salutation especially it is nice to do in the evening, as the calming quality of the poses helps to bring strong connection with your breath, and also it prepares your mind and body for the restful night's sleep. So I'm going to do this flow twice. In the first flow, I'll be giving the basic variation of moon salutation. In the second flow, I'll be offering a little modification for the squat pose. So without any further ado, let's get into our practice. So to start up with, we are going to move to our right edges of our mat. So moving to your right edges of your mat, hands by your long side. Breathe in to reach your hands all the way up, join your palms together. Look at your thumb. Exhale, you're going to go for your crescent moon pose, keeping your head in between your upper hands. Start exhaling as you move your upper body over to your right side. Breathe in back to your center. Exhale over to your left side. Breathe in back to your center. Exhale, bring your hands back to your prayer position. Now you're going to step your left foot few feet apart. Your feet are parallel to each other. You're going to take your hands out to your side and turn your heels in, toes out. Bring your fingers to an Anjali Mudra. Your index and thumb, your tip of your index and thumb are going to meet each other. And try to sink your hip down low. Try to bring that shoulders over your hip. So this is your goddess pose. Breathe in and out. Then invite your next inhale to straighten up the leg. Hands goes out to your side. Your feet turn parallel to each other for your 5-pointed star. So the next pose, you're going to turn your right foot towards your right side. Your left foot still stays parallel to your short edges of your mat. You're going to place your left palm to your hip and you're going to slide your right palm down your right leg wherever it is accessible. You can place your right palm on top of your right knee. If it is accessible, you can go below your right knee. Go until you reach. If you can go until your right ankle. So the purpose of this pose is not to reach your ankle. The purpose of this pose to open up your chest and keep drawing that left shoulder back and up. Breathe in here. When you breathe out, you're going to reach that left hand all the way up and stay here for one breath in and out. So this is your triangle pose. When you are using your next exhale, you're going to start looking down. Bring that left palm and your right palm down to frame that front foot and spin that left toe in the direction of your right. You're going to go for your pyramid legs. Bring that left foot one step forward to shorten your stance and take that left foot to an angle of 45 degrees with your right. And keep that right leg straight. Both of your legs are being straight for your pyramid legs. So sometimes our fingertips may not reach our mat. So in that case, you can bring your palms to your hip, folding forward towards your knees. Try to draw that left hip forward, right hip back. So you get that entire stretch into your back of your leg. From here, you're going to release your knees down, release your left knee down, untuck your back toe, coming on to your low lunge position. Try to make sure that your right knee stays on top of your ankle. Breathe in to reach your hands all the way up. Join your palms together. Try to lift up through your heart to find that length in your front body. Breathe in here. Exhale, you're going to again frame that front foot. tuck your back toe. You're going to walk your hands over to your center. Before that, we will be getting into our squat pose. So try to spin that left foot parallel to your short edges of your mat and your right foot parallel to your short edges of your mat. You're going to sink your hip down low, straighten up that left leg. Your left toe is pointing up towards your ceiling. So breathe in here and out. Staying for one breath helps you to observe what is going on that pose. Now we are going to go for our squat malasana pose. So you're going to place that left foot, drag that left foot closely in, and you're going to bring that right heel down as well. So your heels are slightly in, toes are slightly out, and bring your hands to your prayer position. So that is your prayer squat malasana pose. So whenever we do this pose, we have the common tendency to drip our shoulders forward and dump our weight towards the mat. So try to lift up through your heart. That brings a big elevation to your front body as well as for your back. Breathe in and out. Plant your palms. So let's extend that right leg out. You can adjust your position. Extend that right leg out this time. Coming to that side squat on the other side. Breathe in and out. So sometimes our fingertips, your palms cannot go all the way down. You can stay high on your fingertips. Or if you are able to, you can come to your prayer side squat. Plant your palms, your choice. Now you are going to spin that right foot towards the direction of your left, and you are going to take that low lunge position to your left side, to your back side of your mat. Now coming back to your low lunge position on the other side. Now your left knee stays on top of your left ankle. Breathe in to reach your hands all the way up. Join your palms together. Exhale to frame that front foot, plant your palms. Tuck your toes, tuck your back toe under, lift your back knee. Step that back foot one step forward, taking your pyramid legs here. Go ahead, straighten up your right leg. And your left foot is an angle of 45 degree. So right foot is an angle of 45 degree to your left. So here the main purpose is to adjust your hip. When you adjust your hip, you get a big opening into your hamstring. So now try to draw that left hip back, right hip forward. So you can use your hands to adjust your hip. So you can feel a lot of difference when your hips are aligned. Now from here, you're going to turn that right foot parallel to your short edges of your mat. We will be getting into a triangle pose from here. Place your left palm on your left leg. Let your left leg be straight. So wherever it is accessible, bring that right hand to your right hip. You're going to spin and open up your chest, taking the triangle pose on the other side. If you're able to, you can reach that right hand all the way up with your inhale. And stay for one breath in and out. Make a note that you are stacking your shoulders one on top of the other. So you can draw that right shoulder back and up. When you stack your shoulder, you get the big opening around your chest. Breathe in and out. Invite your next inhale to reach your hands all the way out to your side, shoulder height, and turn your left foot parallel to your right. We will be getting back to our goddess pose. So heels comes in, toes out. Goddess pose with your Anjali Mudra. So goddess pose especially good for your knees. It helps to stretch and strengthen your legs. And when you sink your hip down low, it gives a lot of flexibility. It builds a lot of flexibility to both of your legs. So from here, next inhale, you're going to come back to your 5-pointed star. Straighten up your leg, turning your feet parallel to each other. Exhale, you're going to bring your hands to your prayer. Use your next inhale to step that left foot back to meet your right. So we will be arriving in the same position where we started. So that's the completion of one round of moon salutation. I'm going to do the next flow. Here in this flow, I'm going to give the modification for your squat pose. So let's start it again, moving into the right edges of your mat. Breathe in, reaching your hands all the way up. Join your palms together. Exhale, going in for your crescent moon pose, maintaining the length in both sides of your waist, moving over to your right side. Make sure your head stays in between your upper hands. Inhale back to your center. Exhale over to your left side. Inhaling back to your center. Exhale, bring your hands to your prayer. Now, go ahead, step your left foot few feet apart so that your left foot and your right foot are parallel to each other. Make sure that your feet are completely grounded here. We will be getting into our goddess pose. So turn your heels in, toes out. Take your hands out wide, bend your elbows to a 90 degree, coming back to that mudra. Your index, your tip of your index and your thumb are meeting together. Breathe in and out here. Next inhale, you will be getting into our 5-pointed star. Hands goes out to your side. Turn your left foot parallel to your short edges of your mat. Turn your right foot towards your right side. Breathe in, and when you need to exhale, you're going to slide your right palm to your right leg, keeping that left palm to your hip, triangle pose. Both of your legs are straight, and if you want, you can bend your right knee as well. Always you should maintain the bend, micro bend in your right knee. If you want more, you can do so. Plant your palm, left palm to your hip. Only when you feel that space, when you feel comfortable here, you're going to reach your left hand all the way up. If it is okay for your neck, go ahead, look at your left thumb. Otherwise, you can shift your gaze all the way down to that right foot. Breathe in and out. And when you need to exhale, you're going to start looking down first and then bring your left palm down, followed by your right. Turn that left toe in the direction of your right foot. And slowly, you're going to bring that left foot one step forward to get your pyramid legs. Both of your legs are going to be straight. Again, option to have a generous bend in your knee if you need to. And try to draw that right hip back, left hip forward to get the complete stretch into your legs. So having your pyramid legs, stay here for one breath in and out. It opens up your hip, it opens up your hamstring. Next, inhale, you're going to step your left foot back and release your left knee down, coming to your Anjaneya Asana low lunge position. Reaching your hands all the way up, joining your palms together. Exhale, you're going to frame that front foot. Getting into your side squat, tuck your back toe under. Walk your hands close to your right foot, keeping your hands close to your right foot. So as I said, I'll be giving the modification of your squat pose. You can have both of your feet facing towards your front wall, and for that side squat, you can keep your right leg straight and have a micro bend in your knees. So this can be a little restorative way. And to go to your other side, instead of using the prayer squat, you can walk your hands over to your left foot. So your right leg is straight, your left knee is bent. Still you get that stretch into your right leg. Still you get the benefit out of your squat pose. Try to sink your hip down and low. When you stay for one breath in and out, then walk your hands towards that left foot. All 10 toes are facing your back side of your mat. Release your right knee down, untuck your toe. Coming to your low lunge position on the other side, reaching your hands all the way up, joining your palms together. Exhale, release your palms to frame that left foot. Now tuck your back toe under, bring your right foot one step forward, taking your pyramid legs, all 10 toes are facing forward. So if it is difficult, you can have your right foot at an angle of 45 degrees to your left. The main purpose is to adjust your hip. Try to draw that right hip forward, left hip back. Breathe in and out. Now slowly you're going to spin your right foot completely parallel to your short edges of your mat. Your left foot stay as such. Place your left palm on top of your left leg wherever it is being accessible, and bring that right palm all the way to your right hip as you are spinning your chest. Breathe in to reach that right hand all the way up. Exhale and relax in your posture. Invite your next inhale to come back to your 5-pointed star, turning both of your feet parallel to each other. And next inhale, you're going to go for you can take your inhale in your center. When you exhale, heels comes in, toes go slightly out, coming to your goddess pose. Sink your hip down and low as much as you can. Breathe in and out. Invite your next inhale to straighten up your leg. Hands goes out to your side. Your feet are parallel to each other for your 5-pointed star. Exhale, hands comes to your heart center. Breathe in again to step your left foot to meet your right. So that is the completion of second round of your moon salutation. So as the sun salutation and the moon salutation embrace different qualities, but still they are complement to each other. I hope you like this video. If you do, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.